What's up, guys? It's your boy Anime Boom, and I am back for another video. Dragon Ball Z. We all love Dragon Ball Z, iconic show, and we've been through a lot of memories with this show. But one of Dragon Ball Z's biggest highlights, and one of the things that people give Dragon Ball Z most credit for, is Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. But we do not talk about the other side of Dragon Ball Z Broly, so I wanted to talk about it in this video. Dragon Ball Z ruined Broly. Okay, before we get to the bad, I want to talk about the good. Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, the first ever Broly movie, and man, this movie is iconic. Everybody loves this movie. There are so many things that make this movie so great, and one of the things that makes me laugh is just a side thing. Why does Broly not like Goku in these movies? Is it really because Goku made him cry? I was watching Broly Second Coming, the second movie, and Goten was crying in that movie, and then Broly had a flashback to Goku crying, and then it made him hate Goten, and it just made me laugh. I was like, really? That's what made Broly hate Goku? Is because Goku was just crying? Maybe it's because Goku was crying. It ain't like he wasn't supposed to be great, but he ended up living, and Broly ended up getting stabbed and stuff, and his father ended up getting killed. So he's kind of like, you're crying, but I'm the one that got hurt. So maybe that's the reason, but I always was confused by that. But that's not the point. Let's talk about Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. This movie is iconic, and one of the things that make this movie better than all the rest of these Broly movies is the cast. This movie, bro, had everybody. This movie had everybody. When a Dragon Ball Z movie comes out, one of the things I always expect to be in it is everybody. I want everybody to be in the movie. You got Goku. You got King Kai. You got Vegeta. You got Future Trunks. We got Gohan. We got Krillin. We got Piccolo. We had Bulma. We had everybody. Oolong, Puar. Everybody was there. Everybody was there, and then we got to see them going on adventures together, and they all got cool little segments, cool little storylines in the movie. I kind of wish Krillin could do a little bit more. I wish Krillin was just fighting, but by this point, Krillin's so weak, it's like, what's the point of you even fighting anybody? So, yes, it was just cool seeing everybody get a moment, get a storyline in the movie. Goku, him and Broly going at it because Broly doesn't like Goku. Vegeta gets the storyline of being afraid of Broly, and then he overcomes that and fights Broly, and then just gets destroyed. That part's bad. Trunks is just support. He's just there to support and be a good person and save this planet. And Gohan also there to be support and save the planet. You got Piccolo, he comes in and tries to save Gohan and stuff. And yeah, man, just a great movie. The cast was killing it. And then, we got to get into Broly. Broly, bro. They showed, he's like the Hawk of the Dragon Ball Z universe, basically. This guy, he can't control his powers, and he just starts tripping out. And his design, bro, he got the jewelry on, and then he's jacked, man. This man, he's built. He's a Super Saiyan, but he's just super big, like Hulk or something. It's just cool. It's a great idea, and it's wild. And no other Dragon Ball character has that type of dominance like Broly, man. It's terrifying. It is terrifying. And then the last thing why I just want to give this movie is credit. The animation, bro. The animation is on point. The action looks amazing. Every scene is amazing. The Broly transformations are iconic. The scene where Vegeta and Broly are fighting is cool. The scene where Broly runs through the Kamehameha, and then when he does a clothesline of Vegeta into a building, and the whole building just sinks in. Yo, Broly is just a great movie, and the group being there, Broly fighting and stuff, him just being, like I said, Dragon Ball Z Hog. It just made the movie iconic. I love this movie. Still go back to watch it all the time. And this is why Broly is still remembered to this day. Give this movie its credit. And yeah, let's continue, man. Let's go to the second movie after the first movie. And this is where it starts to get kind of bad for Broly. Okay, Broly's Second Coming. I was not surprised that Broly got a sequel to the first movie. It's freaking Broly, man. So I was expecting they gotta up everything. Everything has to be better. The cast, the animation, Broly, everything has to be better than it was in that first movie. So going into this movie, I was like, okay, let's go. Broly part 2, yo, exciting. So the movie basically is Goten, Kid Trunks, and Goten are now we kind of in the Buu Saga era. We're not in the right after Namek era, in like that Cell Saga era where everybody was a Super Saiyan. Now we're in like the Buu Saga era or Teen Gohan era. So yeah, Videl, Goten, and Trunks are looking for Dragon Balls, and they want to make wishes and stuff. And basically they go to this village, and this village is saying that like there's a monster attacking their village and eating their people. So Goten, Trunks, and Videl are saving the village. And then also in the village, a sand pod crashes into Earth, and then it freezes up like in the mountains and stuff. So it's around the same village that Goten, Trunks, and Videl are at. And yes, it turns out the person eating their people, the village, and like killing their people is a dinosaur. So Goten, Trunks, and Videl, they beat the dinosaur up, and they save the village. They eat the dinosaur, they give the dinosaur to the village, and they have fun. They're happy, and they're going to continue their trip to get the Dragon Balls and stuff. So that part of it, we're going to get to that later. But then Broly unfreezes himself from the mountains, and then he goes down to the village, and then Videl and Broly start fighting each other. They start fighting each other, and then Goten and Trunks show up, and Broly starts getting flashbacks. Like I said, Goten is crying, and Broly's getting flashbacks of Goku, and he looks like Goku too. Goten looks like Goku, so Broly starts getting flashbacks, and you see Broly trying to kill Goten basically, but Goten and Trunks see a Dragon Ball, and they're trying to go get the Dragon Ball. So Trunks distracts Broly while Goten's trying to get the Dragon Balls together and make a wish to stop Broly. And yo, Trunks start getting beat up. Trunks gets beat up pretty bad, and Goten tries to save Trunks, but then Broly just blows them up. They ain't dead, but he blows them up and hurts them. And then Gohan senses something's wrong. This is Teen Gohan right before the Buu Saga, and he flies over to the battlefield. Goten and Trunks are about to get killed. Videl's about to get killed, but then Gohan comes and makes the save, and we get a fight between Gohan and Broly. Broly destroys Gohan. He makes him look really bad, and Gohan beats him he thinks he beats him because he tricks Broly and makes Broly fall into lava, because Broly and them are fighting so hard that lava starts to come out of the ground. So Gohan makes Broly fall into some lava and thinks he killed him, and Gohan's about to fall into lava also, but Piccolo saves Gohan. But it ain't really Piccolo. Gohan's just hallucinating. It's Krillin wearing Piccolo's outfit, and yeah, that part was cool. And yeah, then Broly comes out of the lava. Gohan thought he was dead, but he ain't dead. Then you get the final battle, the final Ki Blast battle, where Broly throws his fireball, and Gohan does his Kamehameha, and Gohan wins. Goku helps him from the... Never understood this scene. They kind of said at the end too, they don't know if this is them hallucinating or Goku helping them or the Dragon Balls. But Goten said he wishes his dad was here. Then the Dragon Ball summon Goku, and Goku helps them fight, kill Broly. That's the end of this movie. It was a pretty cool scene. But let's get into the problems with Broly's second coming. I just did a whole recap on the movie. We got a few things to talk about. You got Gohan. The Gohan scene, the Gohan scene is cool. Gohan is cool. And as a kid, I'm not gonna lie to you, I hated this scene because it's like, I like Gohan now, I appreciate Gohan now, but at the time I was like, he's a backup character. I want to see the main Z fighters. I want to see Gohan. But now I know Gohan's cool, so yeah, Gohan is a main Z fighter. So at least we got to see Gohan in the movie go hand in hand with Broly, and Yeah, man, this in this suit Gohan's wearing, yo, he never wears it again. I love the suit he's wearing in this movie. It looks amazing. You got the cast in this movie. Yo, it's such a downgrade. It is such a downgrade. We got Goten and Trunks instead of future Trunks and Goku. That is not the same thing. I want to see the Vegeta, Piccolo. Why are Vegeta and Piccolo not here? I want to see those characters. I don't want to see kids in Videl. That is not the same thing. That's a downgrade, yo. So bad. But then you got Broly. Broly's still cool. He's fine in this movie. This is freaking Broly still. It's just the people he's fighting suck. And even Gohan ain't on the same level as those characters. These people he's fighting suck, and it's like, yo, what is this? Please, can we just go to the important stuff? And then you got the filler start to this movie. The filler start, what was the point of that village part? I didn't care for that village part. That was a long opening filler start to the movie. It was no point of doing all of that. And then you got the Goku moment at the end. So the sky does shoot up the Dragon Balls, and they do scatter over the earth. So that does mean that, I guess, Shenron listened to Goten's wish, but you have to make Shenron come out, then he gives you the wish. So that scene makes no sense, but it's cool seeing Goku. The scene makes no sense. It's really weird, but still epic. The family Kamehameha was pretty cool, but yeah, this movie is not good. The cast really is bad. I hate seeing Goten, Trunks, and Videl. Now being a little bit older, I'm okay with it, but as a kid, I was like, yo, this cast sucks. I was bored. I was like, where are Vegeta and Piccolo at least? Give us those characters. I know Goku was dead at the time with King Kai, but we still could give Vegeta and Piccolo. Those two characters we need. But that's my point on that. Let's go to the third movie, Bio Broly. Oh gosh, this is worse than Second Coming, so let's go. Okay, yo, so this movie, bro, this movie's worse. This movie is the worst one. It's terrible, and yeah, there's no excuses for this movie. I probably hate this movie now more than I did as a kid. I just despise this movie, and one thing that just makes no sense. So at the end of the movie, right, Goku's talking about Goku's in Broly's in hell now, so I gotta go stop him. That's the final scene of the movie. Broly's with King Kai. King Kai saying like Broly's in hell causing problems. And I'm like, but Broly died in the second movie. This Broly we see in this movie, the Bio Broly movie, is a clone. This isn't real Broly we seen from the second movie. And Goku's talking about he has to go stop Broly in hell. It's like, that's not even the real Broly. So where's the real Broly in hell? There's two Brolys. There are two Brolys. They cloned the set. Bio Broly is not the real Broly. So I just thought that scene didn't make any sense. But let's talk about the action movie though. So Mr. Satan, yeah, we going there. Mr. Satan, Android 18, Goten, Trunks go to this island, and these scientists basically they make a clone of Broly, and Broly's like something don't work out, then Broly's like he got a bunch of goo on him, so it's like Bio Broly. It's Bio Broly. They call their warrior, they make these warriors with like goo on their body and stuff. They're called Bio Warriors, and this Bio Goo stuff, it gets on Broly, and Broly becomes Bio Broly. That's the point of the movie. And yo, first of all, let's talk about Broly, man. Let's talk about Broly. They downgraded my boy. He is not cool in this movie. First of all, that design is garbage. Why would you show us the classic Broly? He was in this little tank, and he's about to come out like Broly, like usual. It's like, okay, let's go, Broly. Then the goo falls on Broly, right? And he becomes this monster that can't talk or do anything. He's not threatening anymore. He's just a gooey, big, dumb monster with a stupid design. I hate the Bio Broly design. It's so trash. It's so trash and simple. And we don't get to see Broly do anything anymore. And he's fighting Goten and Trunks. He's fighting Android 18, Goten, Trunks, and Krillin. That's who he's fighting. So he makes Broly look so weak in this movie. He looks like a joke. So the coolness Broly had in Second Coming in the first movie is gone. It's over. Broly's ruined, and Yeah, I didn't mess with that. The filler start to this movie. This rivalry between Mr. Satan and this guy, because Mr. Satan like peed his pants or something in camp or something when they were kids. It's just filler. I don't care for that. It didn't work. And yeah, at least it's better than the Second Coming filler. I'll say that. I think it might be better than the Second Coming filler. I was bored watching the Second Coming filler. I was like, when is this movie gonna actually start? But at least the Bio Broly filler was like, oh, okay, I guess that's okay. That's not terrible. But the cast is worse to me. The cast is worse. Gohan is not even in this movie this time. We don't even have Gohan to carry with a little bit of coolness. We got Android 18 and Krillin, characters that are past their peak. They are gone. They're trash. They're weak. They ain't even strong anymore. And you got Goten and Trunks that have to carry. They are the leads of this movie. And it's just like, we couldn't get a single Z fighter. How is Krillin? Krillin should not be the only character that has appeared in all three Broly movies. That is not a good sign. Why is Krillin the only one that has appeared? I guess Goku kind of appeared, but he's the only Earth character that appeared like in person on Earth in all three movies. So that, yeah, that's not good. It should be all the characters. Like I said, what are Vegeta and Piccolo doing? Where's Gohan at in this movie? I want to see all the characters doing their thing. But that's my opinion on that. The cast is terrible. Broly, they did my boy dirty. He fell off so hard in this movie. And the animation, it's still good. It's still great, actually. It's still great. Dragon Ball Z just has great movie animation. That's the one thing they carried on for three movies. They all have great animation. It's fun watching the characters fight each other. The transformations are still on point. They were on Bio Broly, but it's fine. No, the movie still looks pretty. It's amazing. Dragon Ball Z, bro, they just always had it on point with the animation quality for these movies. So yes, Bio Broly's terrible. Second Coming's bad, and the Legendary Super Saiyan is iconic. Well, the best Dragon Ball Z movie until we get to, Super's Broly movie. But that's it for that, and let's continue. Okay, so after Dragon Ball went on like a hiatus for like 15, 16 years, we didn't see Dragon Ball for a very long time. During this time period, fans will make so many fan created things like fan art and fan comics and fan video games and fan all that stuff. It was pretty it was a fun time, and the AMVs and stuff, all that stuff was fun at the time. The only thing we had at Dragon Ball was the fans. They really did their thing. Things like Dragon Ball Z Epsilon, and I know Dragon Ball Z AF, I think that was a thing too. I remember watching these little multiverse. It was really the original Tournament of Power. It was the universe tournaments between all the universes. I remember watching those animations and stuff on YouTube. Great times, but I want to talk about the Broly fan base at the time. We was all Broly guys. We all loved Broly. So, it was Super Saiyan 4 fan art and Broly versus Goku fan art. And this showed that the Second Coming movie and the Bio Broly didn't do their jobs. This showed they didn't do their jobs, and all we wanted was to see Broly, Prime Broly, go up against that cast again. I remember seeing a fan trailer of Broly 4 with like Broly turning Super Saiyan 4 and fighting Goku and Vegeta and Paragus is there and stuff. I remember seeing that fan trailer on YouTube years ago, and I was like, yo, this is all we wanted. This is all we wanted, yo. Y'all, Bio Broly and Second Coming flopped. They didn't do what we wanted, and it just was disappointing, man. Give us Broly versus the Z cast. That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted. But you gave us Videl versus Broly. Nobody asked for that. No, not a single person asked for Videl versus Broly, or Mr. Satan versus Broly, or Android 18 versus Broly. Out of all the people to fight Broly, those are not the people. I don't want to see Krillin versus Broly. I don't want to see Goten versus Broly. I don't want to see Trunks versus Broly. I don't want to see those characters fight him. I want to see Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Krillin. Well, Krillin did fight Broly, but yeah, that's how I feel about that. Okay, after years of waiting, we got the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. A new Broly movie, a new version of Broly. the Z Broly movies are not canon, and this is the actual canon Broly story. So now Broly is a part of the Dragon Ball universe. He's really there now. So the movie's the best Broly movie. That's how great this movie is. It has great animation, better than any animation I've seen from Dragon Ball ever. The animation's on point. We got peak Broly. Well, okay, I'll say this. Z Broly. I like Z Broly better, but Broly's story makes more sense in Super. But peak Broly, like where he's just going wild and stuff, is Z Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. That's my favorite version of Broly. But Broly is still amazing in this movie, and you get the cast. You finally got the cast correct, man. I still think they could have done better. Like, add Piccolo in there, man. I want to see Piccolo fight. Add, Gohan in there. I want to see him fight too. But we at least got Goku and Vegeta versus Broly. It was amazing, man. It was amazing. They did their thing, but I just want to talk about how Dragon Ball Z did ruin Broly. And peace out, y'all. Anime Boom out. Peace.